Stop. Take a moment. Not to look around you, but to look within you. Because sometimes it's not the world that holds you back. It's not the economy. It's not your family. It's not your past. It's you, your own doubts, your own excuses, your own lack of discipline. The greatest enemy of success is not out there. It's right here in the mirror. You can escape your job. You can change your environment. You can walk away from negative people, but you cannot run away from yourself. And that's where the real battle begins. Because if you don't control your thoughts, they will control you. If you don't direct your emotions, they will direct your life. If you don't master your habits will master you. Today I ask you, are you building yourself or are you betraying yourself? Are you your greatest supporter or are you your own worst enemy? Because here's the truth. Success is not just about winning the outer game. It's about conquering the inner battle. The battle between belief and doubt, discipline and laziness, purpose and distraction. Write this down. The moment you stop fighting yourself, you can finally start fighting for your dreams. So today, we begin the journey, not to defeat the world, but to defeat the enemy inside, to stop the self-sabotage, to stop the second guessing, to stop the habits that steal your future. Because the day you master yourself is the day success stops hiding and starts chasing you. Let's begin. The first step to success is not learning something new. It's unlearning what's stopping you. You see, most people think their biggest problems are external. They blame the government. They blame their family. They blame their circumstances. They blame the past. But here's the truth. Nothing outside of you has as much power over your life as what's happening inside of you. It's not the storm that sinks the ship. It's the water you let inside. And in the same way, it's not life's challenges that defeat you. It's your response to them. There is an enemy that lives inside each one of us. Not a physical enemy, but a mental one. A voice of doubt. A habit of hesitation. A tendency to settle. It tells you, not today. It whispers, you're not ready. It convinces you, it's too hard. And worst of all, it says, it probably won't work. That voice is subtle. It sounds reasonable. It sounds safe. But it's not your advisor. It's your captor. If you listen to it long enough, it will bury your dreams under comfort, distractions, and excuses. Self-sabotage is when you become the architect of your own failure. You delay the work you know you need to do. You talk yourself out of big opportunities. You choose comfort today at the expense of greatness tomorrow. You say you want success, but your actions say otherwise. You want to be healthy, but you eat without discipline. You want wealth, but you spend instead of invest. You want freedom, but you avoid the hard tasks that create it. This is not because you are weak, not because you are incapable. It's simply because you haven't yet learned how to stop being your own worst enemy. Here's the good news. You cannot change what you do not acknowledge. But the moment you see the truth, you gain power. Success begins when you pause and ask yourself honestly, where am I holding myself back? Where do my excuses show up? What habits are costing me my future? Am I acting like my own best friend or my own worst enemy? This level of honesty is not easy. It requires courage, but it is the door to change, the door to freedom. You don't need a new opportunity. You need a new you. Why this inner battle matters. Think of it this way. You can learn strategies, but if your mind is filled with doubt, you won't use them. You can set goals, but if you don't believe in yourself, you won't pursue them. You can have dreams, but if you lack discipline, you won't build them. Success is not just about what you do. It's about who you become. And who you become is determined by whether you conquer the enemy within. Every time you choose discipline over doubt, you win a battle. Every time you wake up early when you don't feel like it, you win a battle. Every time you invest in yourself, instead of wasting time, you win a battle. And victory after victory you begin to transform. You stop being your own obstacle. You become your own ally, your own coach, your own source of strength. Let this be the moment, not a moment of guilt, not of regret, but of awakening. Say to yourself, from this day forward, I will no longer sabotage my future. I will no longer talk myself out of my destiny. I will stop being the reason I fail and start becoming the reason I succeed. You have the power, not just to dream the life you want, but to become the person capable of living it. And the first step is clear. Stop being your own worst enemy and start becoming your greatest advantage. Because the moment you stop fighting yourself, you free all your energy to build yourself. And that is the beginning of unstoppable success. If the first step is understanding that you may be your own worst enemy, then the second step is learning how to stop it. And you can't stop what you don't see. You can't change what you won't acknowledge. You can't fix what you refuse to face. That's why success does not begin with money, not with opportunity, not with motivation. It begins with awareness, self-awareness, the ability to step back, look at your life, and say, this path is working, and this one is not. Awareness is not judgment. It is observation. Most people run from self-awareness because they confuse it with guilt or shame. But awareness is not about beating yourself up. It's about waking yourself up. Think of it like this. If you're driving on the wrong road, it doesn't help to blame the road. You simply look at the map and redirect. Self-awareness is the map. Without it, you wander. With it, you navigate. What is self-awareness, really? Self-awareness is the skill of honestly recognizing what you are thinking, how those thoughts affect your actions, what habits are shaping your future. When you are acting from courage or from fear, it is the internal mirror that reflects reality, not the fantasy version of yourself, but the truth. Most people live in reaction. They act before thinking. They repeat yesterday's habits without knowing why. But the successful man pauses, observes, adjusts. He doesn't just live life, he leads it. Every day, two voices compete for control in your mind. The voice of limitation and the voice of leadership. One says, you can't. The other says, let's figure out how. One says, take it easy. The other says, earn the right to take it easy later. One wants comfort today. The other wants freedom tomorrow. Self-awareness lets you hear both voices clearly and choose the right one. Without awareness, you unconsciously follow the wrong voice. With awareness, you consciously choose the voice that builds your future. Awareness creates control. Let me give you a principle. If you cannot control yourself, someone else will control you. Your employer will control your time. Your emotions will control your decisions. Your habits will control your destiny. But self-awareness hands you back the steering wheel of your life. It lets you interrupt old patterns. It lets you say, wait a minute, I'm about to waste another hour scrolling. Why? Hold on, I'm avoiding this task because it scares me. Is fear running my life? And in that pause, you gain power. In that moment of awareness, you can choose a different future. 3 practices to master self-awareness. Self-awareness is not a gift. It's a practice, a discipline, something you build daily. 1. Daily reflection. Every evening, take 5 minutes and ask yourself, where did I win today? Where did I waste time or energy? Did I act from vision or from comfort? Success doesn't require hours of analysis, just moments of honesty. 2. Keep a personal scorecard. Not for the world. For you, track what matters. Did you wake up when you said you would? Did you stick to your goals? Did you manage your emotions, or did they manage you? When you track your actions, you control your actions. 3. Ask yourself this question constantly. Is what I'm doing right now moving me closer to my vision or pulling me away? That one question, asked throughout the day, can change the entire direction of your life. Awareness is only half the battle. The next step is reclaiming control. Knowing you've been procrastinating is good. Choosing to act now is better. Seeing that fear is stopping you is good. Taking one bold step forward is better. Realizing you've been wasting your mornings is good. Setting a disciplined morning routine is better. Awareness gives you the truth. Action gives you freedom. You must become the leader of yourself. Don't wait for someone to push you. Push yourself. Don't wait for circumstances to force change. Create change with intention. Let this become your new identity. I am someone who is aware of my thoughts, in control of my actions, and fully responsible for my future. That level of self-leadership is rare, but that level of leadership is what separates the successful from the average, the fulfilled from the frustrated, the disciplined from the disappointed. Remember this, your life does not get better by accident. It gets better by awareness and then action. And awareness starts the moment you say, I will no longer live on autopilot. I will no longer let old habits run a new future. I will become conscious, present, responsible. Because when you master awareness, you unlock control. And when you control yourself, you control your destiny. By now, you've seen the truth. Your greatest enemy has been within. You've discovered awareness. You've begun to take back control. But knowing the problem is only the start. Awareness without change is like holding a map but refusing to move. You must act. You must replace the old with the new. That's what this part is about. Breaking the cycle of destructive patterns. Stopping the habits that steal your future. Building the habits that create your destiny. Recognize the pattern before you can break it. Destructive patterns are sneaky. They wear the disguise of comfort. They hide behind excuses. They whisper, it's okay, just this once. Procrastination, self-doubt, negative thinking. All of these are patterns, repeated behaviors that seem harmless until you add them up over months and years. Success does not fail the person who intends well. It fails the person who repeats the same habits, expecting a different result. The first step in breaking a cycle is simple, but not easy. Identify it, name it, own it. What am I doing repeatedly that holds me back? Which habits are eating my time, energy, or confidence? Where am I choosing comfort over growth? Honesty is the medicine. Awareness gives it. But now, action must take it. Here's a principle many miss. You cannot simply eliminate a habit. You must replace it. If you only stop doing something destructive, say, watching TV endlessly, you'll feel an emptiness. The mind will seek satisfaction and often return to the old pattern. Instead, replace it. If you stop wasting time, replace it with learning. If you stop complaining, replace it with gratitude. If you stop doubting, replace it with action. Change is not subtraction. It is substitution. And substitution is where transformation happens. You don't need to overhaul your life in a day. The power lies in small, consistent adjustments. Wake up 15 minutes earlier. Read one page of a book daily. Say no to one distraction. Speak one empowering thought to yourself each morning. Tiny actions repeated over time break the old cycle and build new momentum. Success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines, practiced every day. Destructive patterns collapse under the weight of consistent, small, positive habits. Most destructive patterns happen automatically. We react before we think. We follow old routines because it's comfortable. To break the cycle, you must insert conscious interruption. Pause before you act. Ask yourself, is this action taking me closer to my goals or farther away? Am I choosing fear or courage? Am I living intentionally or on autopilot? Even a 5-second pause can stop a destructive habit in its tracks. Consciousness is the weapon that replaces autopilot with purpose. Breaking the cycle is not a one-time event. It is a daily ritual. Replace negative self-talk with affirmations of strength. Replace laziness with small steps of action. Replace fear with a calculated risk. Replace distraction with focused work. Rituals are the scaffolding of a new life. They take the abstract idea of change and make it real, tangible, and repeatable. Remember, the battle is internal. Your mind is the factory. Your thoughts are the products. Your actions are the delivery trucks that bring those products into reality. If you produce doubt, you will deliver failure. If you produce excuses, you will deliver stagnation. If you produce courage, you will deliver progress. If you produce discipline, you will deliver results. To break the cycle, start at the source, your thoughts. Replace the destructive patterns in your mind first. Then your actions will naturally follow. Breaking destructive patterns requires courage. It is uncomfortable. It is challenging. You will fail, sometimes repeatedly, and that is normal. That is life. But each failure is feedback, not defeat. Each slip is a lesson, not a loss. Persist, adjust, keep moving forward, because every time you consciously replace a destructive pattern, you reclaim a piece of your life. And each reclaimed piece compounds into freedom, success, and peace of mind. So start today. Pick one destructive habit, one negative pattern. Identify it, name it, replace it. Do this consistently. Do it with intention. Do it with courage. Remember, you cannot change your destination overnight, but you can change the road you're traveling. Break the cycle. Replace the patterns. Become the person who no longer sabotages their own future. Become the person who builds momentum every single day. Because the moment you replace destructive patterns, you stop being your own worst enemy, and you start becoming your own greatest ally. By now, you've recognized the enemy within. You've gained awareness. You've begun breaking destructive patterns. But awareness and habit change alone are not enough. To truly stop being your own worst enemy, you must build inner strength. You must forge the tools that allow you to act even when you feel weak. You must create a mind and character that will not quit. Because life will challenge you. Opportunities will test your courage. Obstacles will tempt you to retreat. Without inner strength, you will falter. With it, nothing can stop you. What is inner strength? Inner strength is not brute force. It's not ego or stubbornness. It is the quiet power to say, I will act even when I don't feel like it. I will do what is right, even if it is hard. I will keep moving forward, no matter the obstacles. It is the calm confidence that your character will carry you through difficulty. It is the invisible armor that protects your dreams from doubt, fear, and distraction. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment, and inner strength is the foundation of that discipline. 1. Self-discipline. Self-discipline is the cornerstone of inner strength. It is the ability to do what you must, even when you don't want to. Wake up early, even when tired. Work on your craft, even when discouraged. Speak kindly, even when frustrated. Discipline is not punishment. It is freedom. Because each small act of discipline builds momentum. Momentum that carries you past weakness, past fear, past laziness. Discipline is the root. Freedom is the fruit. 2. Emotional control. Emotions are powerful. They can lift you or they can crush you. Inner strength is learning to respond, not react. When life pushes you down, do you lash out or do you pause, breathe, and choose your action? When fear whispers, do you hide or do you acknowledge it and still take the step forward? Mastery of emotions is not about being cold. It's about being steady, unshakable, able to act with clarity in the storm. 3. Resilience through adversity. Life will knock you down. It is guaranteed. Inner strength is the power to rise. Not once, not twice, but every single time. Resilience is built through small victories and repeated challenges. Complete the tasks you promised yourself, even when difficult. Keep learning, even when you fail. Keep moving, even when progress seems slow. Each time you rise after a fall, you strengthen the muscle of your spirit. You prove to yourself, you are stronger than your obstacles. Your greatest strength is built in your greatest challenges. 4. Positive inner dialogue. The words you speak to yourself matter. They shape your reality. They either empower you or enslave you. Stop telling yourself, I can't do this. I'm not ready. Maybe tomorrow. Start telling yourself, I can learn. I will take the next step. I am capable. Positive dialogue is not naive thinking. It is deliberate reinforcement. It rewires your mind to act with courage. even when fear is present. 5. Vision and purpose. Inner strength is meaningless without direction. Strength alone can make you powerful, but aimless. You must know why you are fighting the battle within. Your vision becomes the compass that guides your actions. Your purpose becomes the fuel that keeps you moving. When your mind wavers, your purpose anchors you. When distractions tempt you, your vision pulls you forward. Without purpose, strength fades. With purpose, it multiplies. Inner strength is not found. It is built. Every small choice, every repeated discipline, every act of courage strengthens it. Start today. Wake up early. Build discipline. Speak kindly to yourself. Build emotional control. Face a challenge you've been avoiding. Build resilience. Write down your vision. Build purpose. Step by step, day by day, moment by moment. You stop being your own enemy. You start being your own ally. Your inner fortress becomes unshakable. The reward of inner strength. When you master these tools, fear loses its grip. Doubt becomes fuel for action. Distractions fall away. You become consistent, confident, and unstoppable. And most importantly, you no longer waste energy fighting yourself. All your energy goes toward building the life you want. When you conquer yourself, nothing in the world can conquer you. Inner strength is the gateway. Discipline, emotional control, resilience, positive dialogue, and purpose are the keys. Use them, build them, protect them, because the person you become is the person your dreams have been waiting for. You've done the work. You've faced the enemy within. You've gained awareness. You've broken destructive cycles. You've built inner strength. Now it is time for the final transformation, the rise of a new you, because success does not come to those who are inconsistent. It comes to those who are trustworthy, not just to others, but trustworthy to themselves. What does it mean to be trustworthy? Trust is often thought of as something we give to others. But before anyone can trust you, you must trust yourself. Self-trust is the foundation of a life well lived. It means you follow through on your promises. You honor your commitments. You act in alignment with your values. When you consistently show up for yourself, the world takes notice. Opportunities come your way. People rely on you. Doors open that were previously invisible. You cannot lead others until you can lead yourself. The new you is consistent, not perfect, not infallible, but reliable. You do what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. You work quietly. You study diligently. You pursue goals relentlessly. Success is not built on random bursts of effort. It is built on consistent action. And when your actions align with your intentions, you become trustworthy to yourself and to life. Responsibility. Own your life completely. The person success trusts is responsible. They do not blame the economy. They do not blame their upbringing. They do not blame anyone else for their failures. They own their choices. They own their habits. They own their results. Responsibility is freedom in disguise. Because when you take full ownership, you stop waiting for permission. You stop depending on luck. You stop letting circumstances dictate your future. Discipline and responsibility are the bridges from dreams to reality. The new you is confident, not arrogant, not boastful, but quietly confident. Why? Because you've mastered yourself. You've conquered doubt, fear, procrastination, and distraction. You've built mental strength, emotional control, and consistent habits. Confidence is the natural byproduct of preparation and self-mastery. It's not something you fake. It's something you grow. When you trust yourself, when you respect your own process, confidence rises naturally. Now, the rise of the new you extends beyond yourself. When you become consistent, responsible, and confident, you influence those around you. People see your actions and are inspired. They observe your self-discipline and respect it. They witness your integrity and trust it. You do not need to push, preach, or demand respect. It comes naturally Because others trust those who can first trust themselves. The person who is dependable in little things is trusted with big things. The new you knows this is not the end of the journey. It is a step, not a destination. Life will continue to challenge you. New obstacles will appear. New doubts will creep in. But the rise of a new you is resilient. You are committed to growth. You are committed to learning. You are committed to becoming better every single day. The person you are today is the foundation for the person you will become tomorrow. Think about this. Success is not random. It does not arrive for the careless or the inconsistent. Success arrives for the person who can be trusted, the person who honors commitments, the person who follows through, the person who takes responsibility. And that person is the new you. When you master your inner world, you command your outer world. When you stop being your own worst enemy, life stops conspiring against you and starts working with you. Become the person you want your dreams to trust. Act consistently. Lead yourself. Live with integrity, and the world will follow. Rise. Not for anyone else. Not to prove a point, but to prove to yourself that you are capable. You are consistent. You are trustworthy. Step into this new identity. Build it daily, and watch life respond to the strength, discipline, and character you have created. Because the moment you rise, success doesn't chase you. It cannot help but follow. You've walked this path with me. Step by step, you've faced the enemy within. You've seen your patterns. You've built awareness. You've replaced destructive habits. You've strengthened your mind, your heart, your character, and now you rise. Rise not because life is easy. Rise not because challenges disappear. Rise because you are no longer your own worst enemy. Rise because you are the person your dreams have been waiting for. Remember this. The greatest battles are fought within. The greatest victories are won inside. No one can take from you what you've built in here. Your discipline, your courage, your self-trust, your inner strength. These are yours. Forever. Go forward with confidence. Act with integrity. Lead yourself with courage. And every obstacle, every doubt, every fear becomes nothing more than a stepping stone to your success. You've done the work. You've earned the results. Now live it. Stop being your own worst enemy. Become your greatest ally and watch life transform before your eyes. This is your moment. Rise. Step into the new you and let success follow.